Alright, let's go.
Alright, let's take a look at our weather forecast today.
Today's forecast, a lot of sunshine, blue skies, marine clouds. Just a perfect day to go outside and relax.
Good morning and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome. I'm Brooke. I make travel, DIY, and lifestyle videos. Today we are kicking off another video. If you haven't already, don't forget, subscribe below, give this video a big thumbs up, and let's get into it. You guys, it is noon and I feel like I've already had an entire day. So I've come up with this concept that today is day one of it and I'm gonna see how long I can stick with it, but I would love for it to be my new lifestyle. And I'm kind of drawing from a number of different like self-improvement and self-help books. So if you guys remember my last vlog, I was telling you about 20-minute books, which is like this podcast situation that I found on Spotify. And it's basically like audiobook spark notes. So they take a book and within 20 minutes, they give you all the information that you would typically read the book to get. So I have been like hyper ingesting a bunch of books and I've been taking extensive notes, and actually I did start a note in my phone giving the breakdown of all the concepts and information from all of these different self-help books. So in one of my upcoming videos, I'm gonna break down everything you need to know from all of the top self-help books. So look out for that video. I'm gonna try to get through a few more because I want to include a couple more than I currently have, but I think I have about 6 right now. So I'm gonna try to get about 10, and then I will come on here and share with you all everything you need to know from the top selling self-help and self-improvement books. So that's gonna be an amazing video. Look out for that. So I was inspired by the 5 a.m. club, which I'm not there yet. That's a little aggressive to get up at 5 a.m. That's significantly earlier than I currently do. But I figured that I could kind of use that as inspiration and the idea of it and kind of build my own. So that is what I'm going to be doing. So I'm calling my concept, I've coined a name for it already. It's day one, I'm clearly invested. And it's called the 2 mornings concept. And my 2 mornings concept will basically be splitting my mornings into 2. So my first morning will begin about 6 a.m. And I get up, take a shower, make a cup of coffee, put on my workout clothes or just comfortable clothes, and I go out on a walk. So right away, I'm waking up and I'm getting outside. Now on my walk, of course, I am getting my exercise, I'm boosting my dopamine and serotonin levels, all of that jazz that you need for like focus as well as boosting your mood. But I am also going to be listening to like my 20-minute books or just in general audiobooks for like self-help, self-improvement, or once I get through as many as I want to, I'm going to transition to something else that's like educational so I can be learning and developing. So it might be how to grow my YouTube channel faster, it might be about photography, it might be about video editing or something like that, or whatever new skill or topic I want to learn about. So during my walk, I'm going to be ingesting that. So for the first half of my walk, which ideally I want my walk to be somewhere between 1 to 2 hours, depending on the day. So this morning, because it was a weekend, I did a 2-hour walk. I surpassed 5 miles, which ultimately 5 miles a day is my goal. But I was able to spend the first half of it, and again, whether it's an hour, then you just spend half hour. If it's 2 hours, you spend the first hour doing that. The second half is for brainstorming. So that's where I was brainstorming, like for example, this idea, things that like to-do lists for the day or new ideas of how to tackle different tasks, or for me specifically, new video ideas and things like that. That's where I'm kind of getting my creativity going. So while I'm getting my steps in, of course, my body's loving it. I'm making strides towards my fitness goals. I'm getting my steps in. I'm releasing dopamine and serotonin. And I'm doing that while multitasking and getting in my self-improvement as well as like my brainstorming for the day. Now, when I get home, then I shower again, just body shower, and then I'm making myself a matcha latte or some other fun little drink, and that is how I start my morning. So that is morning number 2. So morning number 1 is just the wake up, shower, coffee, exercise, self-improvement, brainstorming, and setting myself up for the day. And then I find that that second shower, the body shower, is almost like a reset because that's how I always start my day. It's almost like I'm restarting my day again, and then I have my normal day. And that will go into getting ready, going to work, all of that jazz. So I am splitting my morning into two, my productive morning and my actual day. So that general concept is very similar to the 5 a.m. club, but the 5 a.m. club, they do kind of break things up, and I'm kind of meshing things together, doing it my own way, but it works for me. So it's kind of an altered version of that, and then also taking some tips from like Atomic Habits with like habit stacking and things like that. So I'm taking everything I have learned so far from the different like self-help, self-improvement, success books, and I've made my own morning routine. So I do realize that it might not be doable every day, or if it is pouring down rain, obviously I'm not going to do that. And I still need to find my way that I'm gonna kind of alter things, but as of right now, the weather has been pretty clear, cross your fingers, so I'm going to try to continue this as long as I can. So I've been absolutely loving this. I'm having a beautiful day, a beautiful morning, feeling great about it. It is noon and I've already accomplished so much that I wanted to do for just myself and my habits, and striving for my goals for just the year in general. I'm striving away from the term resolution, and instead I'm doing goals, and instead of just like shooting for the star with my goals, I'm just implementing small habits that will over time get me to the goal. So some of these goals I might not reach to the end of the year, but that's okay, because I would rather have my goals take longer than make them short-term goals and burn out, or just quit before I ever get there. So that's the plan. This morning while I was getting ready, I was watching Masterclass, and right now I'm watching Martha Stewart, what's it called? Martha Stewart, Think Like a Boss, Live Like a Legend. And let me tell you, I did not know anything about Martha Stewart before this. I mean, yeah, I know her brand and I know she went to prison and stuff, but like, that's pretty much it. I don't know about her personally at all. And dude, she's crazy, like in the best way, Like, she has so many different businesses. She's had so many different businesses. She had a magazine for 40 years, which I didn't realize. And then her shows and all of that stuff, all for different lines and brands. But did you also know she's written 100 books? What? And then she has this huge farm in New England with, I mean, it is just mind-boggling, all of the things that she's running and the different businesses. Like, this woman is 82, and in 1 year, she is doing more than I feel like I've done in my lifetime. And I don't just mean like her success-wise, I mean like she has like 20 jobs. It's crazy. How does she have time for all this? And again, early mornings was the secret. So she kind of goes through all of her schedule, how she does things, her philosophy is her journey, all of that jazz. But I've been finding it really interesting and I've been learning a lot from it. So enjoying that. I've also been doing quite a few master classes for the past, I don't know, week and a half, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks. I don't know. I've been doing it for a little bit and I've really been enjoying it. So overall, things are going great. Very happy. Highly recommend staying up on my water, which I also think is perhaps why my skin is clearing up, because my mighty Stanley Cup is encouraging me to drink more water, or inspiring me, I should say. In my last video, I told you guys how my sourdough starter did not work out, but I've not given up on making bread. So I've made bread before, it's been a few years, but I've decided that I'm just gonna make a rustic bread. So I've looked up a recipe that looks pretty similar to what I used to make. We kind of went through a phase where we were making it really often and then we just kind of fell off. So I'm hoping that this turns out well, because I feel like even when we were getting started, it was pretty, you know, beginner friendly. And I'm hoping this will be too. So I'm doing 3 1/4 cups of bread flour. I'm doing about 6 grams of instant yeast, which is basically an entire one of these packets. So I'm just gonna throw in the whole thing. And then 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 and 2. So now I'm just gonna mix together all of the dry ingredients. Oh, whoops, and try to keep it all in the bowl. And once I feel like it has mixed well, I'm going to add in 1.5 cups of room temperature water. And then I'm going to mix this until it becomes like a dough consistency. Okay, so I just finished combining the dough. So I have made basically a ball in the center of my bowl. And now I'm going to take saran wrap and I'm going to saran wrap the bowl just to cover it. And then I'm going to let this sit for 2 to 3 hours. And then after 2 to 3 hours, I could bake it, but according to the recipe, after letting it sit on the counter for 2 to 3 hours, they recommend you transfer it to the fridge and let it sit in the fridge for somewhere between 12 hours to 3 days. And if this recipe works out well, I will be linking it below, but I will keep you guys abreast with the journey. So now we just let it sit. All right, dinner is served. We are doing the spicy rice noodles with spicy shrimp again because it was so good last night. Round 2. Also, before I eat, I kind of want to show you guys. So it's been like 40 minutes and the rice is, or not the rice, oh my gosh, the dough is starting to rise. So we still got quite a ways to go, but I'm excited. It's looking like things are working out swimmingly. So I was telling Darren, we still have quite a bit of the loaf of bread left that I bought from the store the other day. So I think I'm going to leave the dough in the fridge until Tuesday and then on Tuesday bake it. That's a plan, but as you can see, I have, where is it? I was gonna say I haven't eaten my, oh, there it is. I haven't eaten my dinner yet, so I'm gonna go eat. Okay, so it is 3 hours later. This has definitely doubled in size. So now it's time to put in the fridge for the rest of the night. Yay! Good morning. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, morning, evening, whenever you guys are watching this. Right now, I am just thinking about how happy I am about my new morning routine. This morning, I woke up early and did my whole 2 morning situation, and I absolutely loved it. This morning, I listened to an audiobook called Spark, and that one I really liked. It was about the connection between like the brain and the body. So basically like mood, stress, ability to learn, cognitive health, all of that jazz, and there are direct connections to physical activity. So when you exercise, everything is going better for you basically. So I'm going to be getting into all of it again in an upcoming video where I'm going to go over all of the key takeaways from the top selling self-help and self-improvement books. So I'm not going to get too into it on here, but it was very appropriate because I was realizing how getting up early and doing my activity, having me time has already been vastly improving my day and my mood and all of that. And so it makes sense. And like listening to that book and I was like, yes, that is what I'm experiencing. Thank you for making it sound smart. So I've been absolutely enjoying that. Currently I'm catching up on some emails and I need to take a peek at some different reports and stuff to figure out a bit of strategy for the rest of my week. And in about 15 or so minutes, I have to get going and take the pups to their grooming appointment. So we're getting them their haircut. It is so sad to me because literally like 1 to 2 weeks before they're due for a haircut is when they reach my favorite hair length. And I just think they're so cute when they're all fluffy and stuff. But I know that they're not very comfortable. Like Hunter's hair, well, both of their hair is like starting to grow like and cover their eyes. And I kind of trim it up, but I know that it needs to be professionally trimmed. The hair between their little toe pads is getting long, so they don't have very good traction. They're panting at night, and so I know they're overheating. Their hair is starting to mat because it's so long. So I know it's time, but I'm sad because they're just so cute at this length. You guys ready? Hold on. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Good job. Come on, through the door. You guys ready? You ready? Come on, Miss Sadie. Stay on this side of the counter. All right, guys, I am in Tahoe today for work. And look how beautiful Tahoe is right now. I mean, are you serious? There is so much snow. I'm not really wearing good shoes for this, but I wanted to show you guys. Like, this is just a winter wonderland. Okay, I'm also about to have that fall on my head. Oh yeah, see, okay, I just missed it. But snow just keeps kind of falling from the trees. So I'm gonna stay out from under there, but look how beautiful this all is. Wow. Driving home from Tahoe, and look how beautiful the sky is. This sunset is gorgeous. This is one of the few reasons that I enjoy the sun setting earlier. There's not much that keeps me going and being happy with that, but this is one of the few things. So I was originally just going to drive home. However, I'm getting home and I'm driving past the area that the dogs grooming places, and they're still not done with grooming. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna go drive over there to pick them up because I get there 30 minutes before they close, which means although I haven't gotten the call that they're ready yet, it should be coming soon. But Darren was originally going to pick them up because I was gonna be getting home later today. But I called him and was like, don't even worry about it, I got it. And so in return, he is making dinner tonight all by himself and making sure that it's ready either like right when I get home or right after I get home. So he's already getting started, and I'm really, really excited about that. All right, let's get them. Okay, all the grooming areas are looking empty. So, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm pretty sure that is Hunter and Sadie on the floor. Like all of their fur. Can you see a cute little face? Oh, Sadie girl. Sadie, can I see your cute face? Oh, wow, look at you guys. Okay, come on, let's go. Let's go, let's go. So this is like tomatoes, tomato paste, and herbs. We have the chicken cooking over here. He made his own spice paste. We have a chef in the house. It smells amazing, guys. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited and I feel so lucky. Okay, guys, it is done. Okay, this literally, it tastes like butter chicken. Completely different recipe to get there, but it is so freaking good. He used a recipe for a base idea, but ultimately made his own. So it's now about mid-morning, and in case you were wondering, I did stick with my new morning routine. It's giving me a lot of energy. I've still been struggling with my sleep situation. Falling asleep is terrible. I'm waking up so many times throughout the night and it's taking me forever to get back to sleep. So my quality of sleep and quantity of sleep is terrible. But I'm hoping that as I continue to wake up early, use up all my energy throughout the day, and get all my physical activity in, that I'm going to get into the pattern of being able to improve my quality of sleep again. So I was kind of hoping that right when I started, it would immediately impact my sleep. Unfortunately, that's not been the case. But again, it's only day 3, so I'm hopeful that maybe around like the week or 2 week mark, I will start noticing significant changes with my sleep. So TBD on that, but I would love to sleep through the night, and I really couldn't tell you the last time I was able to do that. So cross my fingers that will happen soon. And now I'm getting ready to head out for work, so I wanted to check in with you guys here. So I'm gonna get going, and I'll see you tonight.
Yesterday, there was sun and there was rain, beauty in the mundane. And as the light startled our eyes, we let go of disguise. And now, there's something in the air, and a sparkly shimmer on our skin, restoring everything within. Oh, dreamy, breezy, we go. Easy, easy on our tiptoes, undercover.
Okay, I just took the bread out of the oven. It took a little longer to bake, but this recipe said that you need to make sure that the center of your bread is 195 degrees. So I used my meat thermometer to be able to measure the like internal temperature. So yeah, it worked out. Oh, hey. Oh yeah, as you can see, it's still very hot. Oh, okay, yeah, let's see how hot the outside is still. I literally just took this out of the oven like a minute or 2 ago. Still climbing. Oh, yeah, I would burn myself. Okay, so we are gonna wait for this to cool down a little bit more before we try to cut into it, but this looks so good. Like this looks like a real loaf of bread. I mean, not that I thought that it wouldn't look like bread, but I mean, this is looking pretty professional here. I'm proud of myself. Oh my gosh, that looks so good! Oh wow! Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at that. Look at the bounce and all the steam. Wow. It even smells good. Okay guys, I'm calling this a success. And if you were thinking that maybe because it was so hard for me to cut through the crust that maybe it was overdone, not the case. I actually used this pan right here, and I put 3/4 of a cup of water in there, and I put that on the bottom rack, and I put the bread at the top. That's something I used to do, but it even mentioned it in the recipe that that's a way that you can make your bread like crustier, because it makes the whole oven steam and it just creates that really thick, crusty outside. So if you guys ever make bread, put a little bit of water in a pan on the lower rack, and yeah, I don't know the science behind it, but that's how you do it. So I have a nice firm, crispy crust, just the way I like it. But I think we're gonna use this to make grilled cheese sandwiches tonight, so it's dinner time.
We let go of disguise.
Happy Wednesday, guys. So it's Wednesday morning, and I am proud to report that day 4 I have kept consistent with my morning routine. I am also so happy to report that last night I got a full night of sleep. I woke up once and it was very brief. I fell right back to sleep, and I feel so well rested this morning. So I'm feeling like now that I've had a full night rest and I'm still good waking up at that time, it's feeling like this is a doable routine for me. I'm kind of like 0 or 100 when it comes to doing new things. Like we're either fully involved or we're not doing it at all. So I do need to figure out a balance with it, and I haven't given it too much thought just yet, so TBD on what that looks like. But I just finished eating breakfast. I've been making eggs, toast, and hash browns every morning. And I'm not doing the avocado toast anymore. I only have 1 avocado left and I want to save it. I don't know what I'm saving it for, but in my head I'm like, ooh, I can't use it yet. So I need to figure out what I'm using it for before it expires. This morning with the toast, we used the new loaf of bread that I baked last night, and it was great. I will say that the consistency is not quite what I was going for. It tastes a lot more like sliced bread that you buy at the grocery store. Like the slice is a little denser, and like it absorbs nicely, like butter or mayonnaise, mustard, whatever it is that like you're putting on a sandwich or toast. You know how it just kind of like absorbs that, and it absorbs it in a different way than when you buy like a baguette and like that type of bread. And the type of bread like in a baguette is what I'm looking for. I have given up on sourdough. However, there are like rustic loaves of bread that I can make that do come out with that flavor and consistency. And I know that for a fact because when we used to make bread many years ago, and I wish I'd saved the recipe because we had a really easy like rustic bread recipe that came out like that. I'm gonna need to dive into a few more recipes on the internet, so I'm gonna try a few different things. I will link the recipe that I used for this below because it was good, it turned out great. It just was a different type of bread than what I want to make. Of course, once I decided to sign off the video, my memory card filled up, so I deleted a few videos and we're back. But what I was going to say is I am going to fill up my lovely Stanley cup. Still obsessed with this thing. I mean, it is my right-hand man. Like, me and this cup are inseparable. So if you guys do not have, I mean, you don't necessarily need a Stanley cup because I know that they're pretty pricey for just being a water bottle, but in general, a water bottle that has the ability to fit in your car cup holder and holds a good amount of water, highly recommend, because it's just a game changer and reminding me to like drink my water. Anyway, this is getting chatty, so gonna head out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, don't forget, subscribe below, give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you so much to everyone who has been supporting my channel. If you want to support me a little more, it is absolutely free. You can just leave a comment and give the video a thumbs up before you click out, because really it does help me. It tells the algorithm that people are enjoying my content and it pushes it out to more people, which helps me grow my community and grow my channel. So I really appreciate if you guys do choose to give it that like and comment, but if not, I really appreciate you guys making it this far. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.